I'm so sorry, Tyrrell Keefe. That was awful. Hello everybody, happy Sunday and welcome back to the second episode of my Grid World Race Driver Grid playthrough on the original Race Driver Grid, which is just one of the best games ever made. Absolutely love it. In the first episode, I kind of got my bearings at the start of races and began my career basically. It's not too difficult at the start, you've just got to jump straight in, pick up the contracts and get racing. So we're going to do more of the same today. I'm very much looking forward to it, so let's get on with it. Just before we start racing, I'm going to show you the options I use for the steering wheel, because this game, you can kind of tell it's set up more for a controller than a wheel, which I completely understand. I'm completely on board with that. In terms of assists, I am running everything off, so we've got off, manual, off and off. The force feedback settings that I've found to be most comfortable so far are 60%, so I played around with the game for about 5 minutes before I did my the first races, so I've not really spent too much time on it, but my initial impression is 60% is a good position to be in, at least for this Thrustmaster. In terms of the advanced settings, this is the important one to get right. So I'm running 450 degrees of rotation with the TXXW, and I find that 50% steering saturation feels pretty good. The zero dead zone, you definitely don't want a dead zone. On anything, you don't want dead zone steering, acceleration or brakes, but generally I give these settings a go if you're playing this game along with me and see how you find it. Right, on with Grid World then, and my plan for today is to fire through this, get as many races as I can done, try and get the cash required to start my own team, because that's where the magic's going to happen. So, we haven't done an American race yet, let's jump into the Chevrolet Lacetti. Our first touring car race, the Quick Shift DC Challenge around Washington Park, which I don't remember whatsoever. This car is grade E, so it's probably the slowest car we've driven so far. Now in terms of difficulty, I just want to clarify something here. I am someone who hates games when they're too easy. Like, if I'm winning but easily and not having a good race, I won't enjoy it. So I am running on Savage for now, just until I get used to the handling model, because it's very strange on a wheel. So I'm going to run on Savage, and if as soon as I win a race really easily or start finding it too easy and I'm not finding it challenging, I am going to bang that straight up to extreme. But I don't want to be coming right near the back with no pace at the start of the series. I want to at least get a feel for it and race the AI properly. But I promise you, as soon as I find I'm too quick, I will change that. I am leaving Pro Mode off as well for the moment, because I want at least the chance to use flashbacks if I need to. I could have really used that feature in Toka Race Driver 3. The game minimized. Okay, we'll pretend that never happened. Right then, I've got, at least it's really nice that we've got career history. I've got one podium and no wins yet, so that's good. Ooh, I forgot to check my bonuses and stuff, so top 5 finish, that's good to know. Right, let's do this. Don't want to get too much wheel spin at the start. Now this is of course a front wheel drive touring car, so I'm going to have to drive it with front wheel drive in mind. That's fine. I think these cars were good in this game, I seem to remember. Would really help if I knew the circuit. Oh, I'm sorry. I've already put someone in the wall. Oops. Okay, we're right down in 10. 3 laps to make this happen. This track, as soon as I went around the first corner, I remembered it very, very well. This is one of the most popular tracks in the game. Absolutely love it. Let's just fire one down the inside. Oh, as soon as you get a bit of oversteer, it's so hard to correct. I've had a massive impact with a wall. Josh Kendall spun out. It's so hard to control this thing. It's going to really take a few races to get up to speed with the handling. We're up into P6 though, and if this was Toka Race Driver 3, I'd probably have a missing wheel by now. What a great circuit this is, by the way. I'm so sad this isn't in other racing games I've played, because this is just epic. Okay, we're already on to lap 2, this opening section of circuit. Really fast left, and then you've got a slightly slower one, and then you've got another left, which I'm going to try and take a wide line for. Yeah, I seem pretty quick through there. The damage is going to be affecting me a little bit, but not too much. Oh, bit of a tank slapper there. So what I'm trying to do is think like a controller, be a controller. And obviously with a controller, the corrections are going to be less. You're going to have single inputs. Oh dear. You're going to be just turning left or right at one time, and you've got to be pretty smooth. So I'm thinking if I try and do that, so what I'm finding is when I correct the car sliding, if I turn the other way and counter steer, the car just ends up firing off into the wall and it overcorrects. So I need to really only turn one way and try and keep it that way. If I get a bit of oversteer, let it sort itself out rather than trying to force it, because that's where the problem lies, I think. But I will get used to that. Okay, we're going for a podium, entering the final lap.
This is your final lap.
I'm going to go for it into turn 1. Oh, a bit risky. Oh no, the AI are pretty quick through there. We'll take a nice sweeping line. But they've held on. Another left-hander. This tends to be a corner I'm pretty quick at, I think. Oh, good run. Am I going to make a move down the inside? No, the AI's got me covered. Wow, they're quick through there. Seems to be the slower corners they struggle with the most. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tyrrell Keefe. That was awful. Right, come on, I really want to get on the podium here. Last corner on the outside. Oh, a little bit of wall, but we'll not bother too much about that. Oh, that wasn't the last corner. This next one's the last corner. Oh, no. Oh, that's a biggie.
Just a little knock. Your car's fine.
Oh, dear. I'm not going to take flashbacks for instance like that, because that was entirely my fault. America's not begun well for John Traxion. That was the wrong button to press. I've pressed a button while watching the replay just to try and get a screen capture of the game, and the game's crashed. That's bringing back some bad memories.
Hello, John. You've returned. Are you ready to race?
I don't know. Are you ready to give me a 12th position, or are you going to restart me? Yeah, unsurprisingly, I'm going to have to do that race again, but I'll fire through it, obviously, and let you know how I get on. Another chance to redeem my position, at least. Okay, at least I know the track now. That's going to give me a big advantage. I'm going to try this one from chase cam. See if I can actually get a podium, but I think knowing the track will help.
Nice work. You're now in 5th place.
Oh, big crash in front.
Your car got a little banged up, but it's nothing serious.
I swear I didn't get involved in that one at all. Up into P3. Definitely helps having raced the track before. And honestly, chase cam, even though it's with a wheel, because of the way the physics work, being able to see the back of the car really does help with this game. I beat the lap record. It's going well. Oh, you can actually take these first 2 corners completely flat. First 3 corners completely flat. It's experience. That's what I'm lacking. I just need a bit more experience, and the pace should come. I honestly think chase cam's the way to go. This is so much more natural, which makes no sense, but trust me, if you play this game on wheel, you'll understand what I mean. We're actually into the lead now. It was going so well.
One, you can retire from the race, but that's not going to do your reputation or your bank balance much good. 2, you can restart the race and do it all again. Or 3, you can try that last stretch again, only this time without crashing.
I definitely think option 3 sounds like the best option. You can see it was the overcorrection again. Like, I turned left, then tried to turn right to get out of the slide, and it just threw me into the wall. So that overcorrection is lethal. Let's try that one again. And let's not turn right. I swear that was my own debris I just ran over.
This is your last lap. Hang in there. You're on your way to victory.
Okay, doing an event for the 2nd time, I can definitely see why Savage mode isn't going to be more difficult enough. Like, I think the first time, really, you know, the speed is nowhere near. But as soon as I've done it a little bit and get more up to speed, maybe it's the camera as well. Yeah, this definitely warrants extreme difficulty. So many curbs you can cut through there. Coming through the last corner, big slide, and John Traxion's going to take his first career win. I mean, technically I was last, and this race never existed, but you know, let's just say it was restarted and red flagged. Thank you, Mick. New world record as well. P1 against the field of Lacettis by 6 seconds. I take that as a win, and I think it's time to try extreme difficulty again, because that's given me an indication of just how slow I've been driving previously. Give me the money. I use my flashback so I don't get a bonus, which is a big shame. I get my first American reputation. Brilliant.
Well done, John. Good race. Keep the dollars rolling in.
She still hasn't told me her name, so she actually sounds a lot like my sat-nav, which is a Garmin, so I'm gonna call her Carmen. Okay, I think it's time we head back to Europe now and go with Bmw Team Deutschland. I love those cars. That is the car I remember from Race Driver Grid. I don't know why I remember it, but it's the car I remember, so we're gonna jump in that one. Oh, Nurburgring Grand Prix. a track I'm more familiar with. This is good. And the BMW is one of the few touring cars from this era that's rear-wheel drive, so it'll feel a bit different to the Chevrolet, hopefully. We're going to do it. We're going with extreme. Let's go.
A fast lap challenge on the Nurburgring Team Deutschland. Could this offer be any more German?
I'm not sure, Mick. Fast lap challenge. I thought it was going to be a race, but it's not. It's a time trial, so let's just do it from chase cam, because I really do think that helps. Yes, I know it's not realistic, but at the end of the day, this game isn't a simulation, and it is, you know, it is more fun when you can see what's going on. Okay, that lap time is a bit ridiculous. That's like faster by about 10 seconds than I managed in a GT3 car on ACC. So let's hope this is the short version of Nürburgring. This was the era of World Touring cars I used to watch on TV as a kid, with Dirk Müller, Andy Prio, people like that fighting out, Jorg Müller as well. I used to think the two Müllers were brothers. Okay, so it is the full Nürburgring GP layout, which is very interesting. So the lap times are 10 seconds faster than GT3s, apparently. Flat out through the Schumacher S's, no bother at all. It's going to be close. That target time's pretty difficult, but I guess we're on extreme difficulty, so that makes sense. Oh, sliding kills momentum so much. It's really tricky to get the hang of this. It's going to have to be more smooth, I think. Okay, we've got the tight chicane as well, which should be even slower. For a lap, close to the barriers. Come on. But we're going to be nowhere near that target time. Wow. It's going to be like 5 seconds slower. Okay, at least, oh, we get a rolling start this time. Okay, that's something, but I'm really going to have to nail this lap. Brake at the 100. Oh, beautiful through there. What a difference it makes having done one lap, honestly. No, two sideways. Okay, in all fairness, this lap has been much better, but it's going to have to be absolutely perfect to have any chance at that target time. As little drifting as possible, which is so difficult because the car just jumps straight into a drift as soon as you turn the wheel. Brake at the 100 again. Okay, you can carry a lot more speed through that chicane than the first lap. Honestly, if this lap isn't quick enough, I don't think I'm going to beat this in the next lap. .40, 41, it's going to be so close. Come on, come on. I'm going to do it. Yes.
You beat the target lap time, so we get a nice bonus.
That was hard. Like, that was difficult. I made a couple of small mistakes, but it's they're not going to hand it to you easy on extreme, that's for sure. Payment complete. We got the objective. I don't even remember there being time trials in this game, so that's something. Our Euro reputation goes up to 444, and we're almost at 1,000 on a global level.
Well done, John. Nice race. That'll improve our bottom line.
Carmen concerned about the finances, which makes sense as my manager. We've got our first open wheel race in Europe as well, but we're going to leave that for now. We're going to go back to Japan and try out Team Orange in the Nissan Silvia. We've got to finish ahead of Top Secret again, so... Wait a minute, Top Secret, was that not the team I actually raced for last time? We're already screwing over our former teams. Brave. Drift GP. Is this a drift event? I think we're going to be drifting.
Drift GP events are based on a knockout tournament structure. All
Okay.
competitors are paired off, and you'll get one run in which to outscore your opponent. Beat him, and you'll progress to the next round of the tournament. Points are given for angle, speed, and duration of each of your drifts. Large angles and high speeds will mean bigger scores. After a drift, you'll have a short window of time to start another one. Link numerous drifts together and you'll increase your combo. Drift close to the red flags and you'll earn bonus points. However, be careful not to slide off the track or crash into anything. If you do, you'll lose any points you haven't banked. Good luck.
This concerns me a little bit because drifting, I don't remember anything about in this game, and we're jumping straight in on extreme difficulty. The AI are probably going to be really good at it. I mean, nothing to lose. Let's see what happens, I guess.
It's all about your score in this event. Increase your combo to score big.
Nice. Okay, we're up against the RX-7. Tournament structure. Very intrigued. Okay, we've got to use a handbrake to initiate the drift. Now, how's the handling going to be? Oh, it's a different handling model. That's good.
Possible to the flag. The closer you get to that flag, the more points you'll pick up.
Cut that bit out. Ignore it. I like that we get the commentary. That's good for the atmosphere. Okay, it's not actually too bad. It is a different handling model, which is I'm really glad about. I'm not really getting too close to the flags. I need to be a little bit more precise. And also, I have no idea how my AI competitor's doing. There we go, that's better. Oh, too early on that one. Right, let's try and slow it down a little bit. Okay, it's actually... You know what, this is fun. This is absolutely fine, handling-wise. Okay, 97,000 points is going to be... What about the AI? Ah. Is that serious? Is that the points? Okay. My fears were not recognized. It's all good. The AI are absolutely appalling at drifting, as it turns out. So I scored 1.3 million in terms of points, and I thought I was going to be close to the AI, but absolutely dominated them. So that's great. We passed our first drifting event, and now... Oh wait, no, we don't. We need to move on to the semi-final. So maybe the difficulty is going to get harder as we move towards the final.
Nice going, kid. We're in the semifinals.
Okay, semi-final time. At least I have an idea of what I'm doing now. Commentator like that pretty mediocre drift. If they get excited about that, what are they going to do when I actually do a good drift? That wasn't a good drift. My handbrake button is really not in a good position for this, which I might need to look into because I'm struggling to reach it when I actually want it mid-drift. Okay, it's all about the combos, which is makes sense, I guess, for a game like this. That was a terrible entry. There we go. Nice, that'll do. That's a much lower score. How did I get so much of a lower score? So it's all about the combo then. The combo is way more important. That was like 5 times lower score. Okay, well at least the difficulty level's not ridiculous. It's just that you have to really think about your points. I just did a better first attempt than I expected, really.
It wasn't your day, kid.
So the winner of the final was Top Secret with 654,000 points. So my first run would have been more than enough, 1.3 million, but we failed, and Top Secret, our big rivals, well, they weren't our big rivals, we were driving for them in the last race. Suddenly they're our big rivals, and they win, so that's not good. Yeah, failed our objective. We still get 4,000 for doing the event, but it's pretty disappointing. Okay, 3,000 for not using a flashback in a drift event. Fair enough. And we're now at 35,000, so we're getting close. Only £4,750 required, and we will be able to start our own team, which is very exciting. I'm not going to make it in this episode, unfortunately, but we had a great time anyway. I managed to try out 2 new disciplines, time trial and drifting, both of which went pretty well, to be honest. Extreme difficulty looks hard, but it's quite a nice level, so yeah, I think I'm beginning to get the hang of this game a little bit. But as I say, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much as always for watching, and if you want to catch the next episode when it comes out, make sure you subscribe, of course, to this Traxion channel and hit the notification bell if you want to see it in your inbox when it goes live on Sunday evening. But thank you as always for your support, as I keep saying. Keep it pinned and have a great day.